Hello, I'm Nicholas Snow. This is PromoHomo.TV, and you're watching a very special episode of Higher Powered, featuring stories of experience, strength, and hope, infusing infinite views of spirituality and purpose. And in this very special episode of Higher Powered, I am focusing on the LGBTQ plus recovery oasis in the desert, Sunny Dunes Clubhouse, an exclusive interview taped in the room with three of the board members coming up. First up, I want to thank the Palm Springs Post, my media partner, for including news of this episode in their daily brief, which reaches over 18,000 people. Who doesn't want 18,000 people in our community to know about opportunities to recover from various forms of addiction? So I just want to let you know, if you don't know already, in the heart of Palm Springs, a vibrant beacon of hope is transforming lives and uplifting the community. Sunny Dunes Clubhouse provides a safe, welcoming space where individuals from all walks of life can find solace, healing, and connection on their recovery journeys. Sunny Dunes Clubhouse has become a sanctuary for those seeking recovery from addiction, trauma, and life's many challenges. It serves as a hub for 12-step and other meetings, fun and fellowship activities and events, all offering ongoing opportunities for individuals to rebuild their lives. While focused on the LGBTQ plus community, the clubhouse is not just a place for recovery, but a symbol of inclusion, embracing people of all sexual orientations, gender identities, and backgrounds. So you may be wondering, how come I've never heard of the Sunny Dunes Clubhouse? Well, members of 12-step programs are by tradition anonymous at the level of press, radio, and films. But the elected leaders of the entity itself, Sunny Dunes Inc., can and are going public about their community transforming work. Sunny Dunes Clubhouse has about 100 meetings per week. I'm going to tell you about all of them coming up, and I'll share on a personal note that I first went into one of the locations of the Sunny Dunes Clubhouse probably around 2001. I also want to let you know that throughout this show, if you are watching live, there is an opportunity for you to share in the comments, and I can curate your remarks into the screen. So now some personal business. So I fund all of this through my own disability income and with the support of you. So if you subscribe to if you pledge at least $3 a month to the production of this program, you'll get one of these fabulous bumper stickers in the fourth month of your support. And if you give $10 a month or more, your name will go into the closing credits. And I don't want to wait until the closing credits to show you the names of the people that help make this show happen. So let me do that right now. I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I am running for you. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. I'll be your light. Your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. And for free, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, like it, subscribe to it, but more importantly, turn on notifications so when you know the show is coming up. I mentioned the Palm Springs Post. Thank you again for your support, and let's hear a little bit more about them right now. PromoHomo.TV is proud to partner with the Palm Springs Post, offering locally owned neighborhood news. For a complete rundown of Palm Springs news and events delivered each day to your inbox, make sure to subscribe to the Palm Springs Post's daily briefing email at thepalmspringspost.com. And be sure to check out their sister publication, The Indio Post. You can subscribe at theindiopost.com. So, throughout this show, you're going to be learning about the Sunny Dunes Clubhouse. And the good news is, if you're watching this show, you already have access to the internet, because that's the only place this show exists, which means you have access to the Sunny Dunes website. And you're looking at it right now, where you can easily find the meeting schedule, the directions, information about their fun and fellowship activities, meeting resources, how to become a supporting member, volunteering, different events, how to donate, and about Sunny Dunes in general. So be sure to check out that website whenever you want, as often as you want, and share it with your friends and your family. As I go into this live interview, I want to tell the many people who are watching, if you have a personal connection with the Sunny Dunes Clubhouse, whether you've attended in-person meetings or you have attended Zoom meetings from anywhere around the world, or your friends and family and community members in your life have benefited from the organization, feel free to comment in the social media on which you're watching live, and I can curate your remarks into the show. But please know that whatever your name is on the social media platform you're using, that's the name that will be associated with your comment when I put it on the air. So if you're a member of a specific 12-step program, don't name it, in keeping with the traditions, but feel free in a general way to share what Sunny Dunes means to you. So without further delay, I'm really excited to bring you my exclusive interview with 3 members of the board of the Sunny Dunes Clubhouse, and also know that it's very rare to get a peek inside one of these rooms unless you qualify for the programs. So with that, let's go to the interview. Hey everybody, Nicholas Snow here, and I'm coming to you from room 3 at the Sunny Dunes Clubhouse in Palm Springs, California. And this is an episode of Higher Powered. I don't know if you know that I have a show on my network called Higher Powered, but if you didn't, you do now. So years ago, I came up with the concept of a show called Higher Powered to share stories of experience, strength, and hope, infusing infinite views of spirituality and purpose. And there isn't a better series on my network to put this show into. So welcome to Higher Powered. As an icebreaker, and we'll start with you, tell me what you do on the board and how long you've been doing it.
Hi, I'm Satirius Roman. I am the board chair. Since the beginning of this year, I've been the board chair. I have been sober for 16 years and started coming to Sunny Dunes whenever I visited Palm Springs, and really fell in love with it. And it was one of the main reasons I decided to move to Palm Springs back in 2017. There's an amazing sober community here, very supportive of my sobriety. I also learned I'm codependent, so I have found help for that as part of what Sunny Dunes offers. And I've lived in large cities before, but in the small town of Palm Springs, have found the largest, most supportive, sober community that I've ever found anywhere. So I love it here.
A lot of people give us that feedback when they come from big cities. Carrie, what about you?
I have been attending Sunny Dunes in all its locations for 20 years. I'm also a recovering alcoholic codependent, and Sunny Dunes has changed my life.
And I'm going to share a moment about my direct relationship to Sunny Dunes. But Michael, what about you?
Sure. My name is Michael Burkett. I am the board's co-chair, and I've been sober for 10 years, and I've been on the board since the beginning of this year. I've been coming to Sunny Dunes like Soterios when I was visiting Palm Springs. And when we moved here full-time in 2020, I was needing to feel a part of a community. And so I started coming regularly to Sunny Dunes every day for a meeting.
That's very beautifully stated. So the Sunny Dunes Clubhouse fosters a safe and welcoming LGBTQ plus recovery community, embracing all people seeking recovery through 12-step and other meetings, related events, and fellowship in Greater Palm Springs and beyond. And so it's no surprise that you call this the LGBTQ plus Recovery Oasis in the desert. So Tirius, I know that the description of the clubhouse evolved a bit. Would you like to talk about sort of the evolving mission of the Sunny Dunes Clubhouse and particularly how it has expanded in recent years?
So Sunny Dunes was founded in 1992 as a group of Alcoholics Anonymous. And for many years, it was focused on Alcoholics Anonymous only. About 3 years ago, in 2022, we formed as a nonprofit organization, which allowed us to expand to other types of recovery as well. And in 2024, we expanded our clubhouse. We expanded from 1 room to 3 rooms, which also gave us more room for additional types of meetings. And so we've grown tremendously and now have 11 different types of recovery.
That's my cue.
Okay.
So I'm prepared. So the different 12-step programs that meet here are Alcoholics Anonymous, Adult Children of Alcoholics, Crystal Meth Anonymous, Codependents Anonymous, Debtors Anonymous, Gamblers Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, Overeaters Anonymous, Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous, and the non-12-step program, Recovery Dharma. And you grew from 1 room to 3. We're in room 3, which is the medium to the size room to the rest of them.
Yeah, we do. We also have added, I don't know if it was on your list, but we just added Marijuana Anonymous as well.
Okay,
so we've added a new fellowship as well.
Okay, so a Marijuana Anonymous. Something for everybody here. So Michael, one of the things that, you can pass him the mic. So one of the things that you talk about is that this is more than a building.
You're correct. Sunny Dunes is just more than a clubhouse. We really have grown to be a thriving community. And really at the heart of that is our Fun and Fellowship Committee, which nearly every week they plan different events for members to come and join others, as far as whether it be karaoke, game night, movie night, dinners, pool parties. There's always something that is going on to bring people closer together. They're currently working on planning our annual Halloween party that will be happening this year, as well as a holiday celebration in December. And we are also, once again, marching and participating in Pride weekend this year. We will be having a viewing area in front of 849, as well as a booth Pride weekend, and of course, marching in the Pride Parade. So it's great that besides the clubhouse, we are forming such a community where it makes everyone feel welcomed. They develop friendships, and all of that is important and key factors when it comes to someone's recovery.
Wow. Well, I knew all that, and I'm glad they do now as well. And every year, these events happen. So whenever you're seeing this, just know that there's fun and fellowship happening in the future here at the Sunny Dunes Clubhouse. So Carrie, I think that many people out there will be surprised to know that you don't have to pay to come here.
No, everyone is welcome at Sunny Dunes. Anyone who walks through the door, we welcome. There's no dues or fees for fellowship, for membership in 12-step programs or anything at Sunny Dunes. We do have supporting memberships, and I am the membership chair on the board. So we do have memberships that support us here at Sunny Dunes. And if you remember, you can vote on issues for us as a nonprofit.
And there are people who support Sunny Dunes that don't even come here. And one of the things that I want to point out is none of us have specifically stated what 12-step programs we're in, because that is a tradition of most 12-step programs, all of them, I think, that we remain anonymous at the level of press, radio, television, and other forms of public communication. So I can't say what group that I'm in, but I can tell you that I've been sober for 24 and a half years. I come here to a program that helps me deal with fostering healthy relationships. Well, they all do that, but specifically around the issue of codependency. And I also participate in a program that helps me have a healthy relationship with food and not eat emotionally. So Turius, people will want to know where we are and how to come here.
Thank you for pointing that out. We are the building behind the Vons gas station in Palm Springs. So we're in the Rimrock Plaza. That's the name of our development. And at least for the foreseeable future, the library, the Palm Springs Library, is right across from us. There's a standalone building right across from the Vons gas station, and all three of our rooms are there. We take up the whole building.
You can go to sunnydunes.org and find a complete meeting list and everything that we've just talked about. And who wants to talk about how come there are monitors in the rooms? Which of the three of you would like to talk about? All right, the meetings are hybrid meetings. Who wants to talk? Who wants to talk about the fact that wherever you are in the world, that was not a tough question. Wherever you are in the world, you can come to meetings here. How do people attend here virtually from anywhere in the world?
So we're just under 100 meetings a week. We have 97 meetings per week now, which is incredible. Think about that. That's like 15 meetings a day. Many of our meetings are in person in that building that I mentioned. Some of those meetings are hybrid, so they're both in person and online. And we also have online only meetings on Zoom. We have people who attend Sunny Dunes meetings from literally all over the world and on any given day. We have people from Europe that come, people from Asia that come, Latin America, and all over the United States. So please join us wherever you are.
So yes, you have something you want to add.
I just wanted to say that the reason that started was during COVID. We could not attend in person, so we started doing Zoom meetings, which saved a lot of our lives. And then when we came back into the rooms, we started the hybrid sessions because a lot of people could not come back to the rooms. And so we continued on with Zoom and in person, and it's just stuck.
I'm so grateful for that technology, especially because of the pandemic. Personally, when I think of attending a Zoom meeting, I want to throw my computer across the room. And that speaks to really one of the most powerful things I've gotten in my decades of recovery in various programs is that I can experience isolation and loneliness even at this point in my life. And coming to these rooms over and over again across the decades has allowed me to let myself be known by others, to be honest, to be forthcoming, and to be real, to be genuine. And these are characteristics that we don't always know how to experience in our lives. And so I'm coming up with a question that I didn't know I would ask, so I'll ask it. And my question for you is, how has the Sunny Dunes Clubhouse allowed you to be more authentic in your life? Let me start with you.
That's a great question. We many of the meetings here give out chips, and
Not chips and salsa.
not chips. Though we have cake, we do have cake many times too. We do serve food, but I'm talking about medallions, basically little coins, and many of those coins say, "To thine own self be true." And it's true that 12-step recovery has allowed me to discover who I'm meant to be and become that person. I feel like I am living my best life. I'm becoming my best self. And I think I'm a work in progress. So I keep coming every day to meetings because I keep improving and keep becoming that person that I'm meant to be.
That's beautiful. Carrie?
I could say the exact same thing, but one of the wonderful things about attending meetings is to watch other people become themselves. Soterius and I attended a meeting in common, and he came in after me, and to watch him come into himself and to watch other people do that is spiritual for me. It's just a joy to watch other people get what I've gotten, and that is to find out who I am and what I really want in life, and just find out what my own truth is. And it's just a wonderful thing to watch.
Well, in that particular meeting, I have over a year of attending regularly, and I have to tell you, I really have taken down my walls in a powerful and profound way that has allowed me to access people more authentically throughout my life, not just in this building under this roof. Michael, what would you like to talk about? How has this building helped you live a more authentic life?
Sure, absolutely. One of the things that I love about this building is just the fellowship that is here. Whether you're a first timer or you just moved to the area or what have you, the rooms welcome you. They welcome anyone and everyone. And so I was able to get that sense of feeling of belonging, as well as that community that I needed to help with my recovery. Sometimes it's really hard to get out from yourself and, really be vulnerable to others. And, I was able to do that here at the meetings. I was able to, become a secretary for a 7 a.m. meeting. And then, of course, now I'm on the board. So it's allowed me to grow personally and also be of service, which is helping with my recovery, which is a huge part of my recovery, actually. And I learn every day from newcomers, and I learned so much from them and how my life was like theirs in the past. And so it reminds me of where I was and where I am now.
Thank you for that. And so, Tyrus, you will have talked about this in the past. And so I know, even though you weren't expecting the question now, you can answer it. Talk about sort of the relationship between addiction and the LGBTQ community, that's kind of fusion that takes place, and why Sunny Dunes is a vital solution.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Sunny Dunes. So the greater Palm Springs area has a disproportionate number of LGBTQ people because it's such a welcoming place in general. And we also have a disproportionate number of people in recovery here. I think because there are so many recovery centers, people come to this area, for maybe a 30-day or a 90-day rehab. There are many of those types of facilities in this area, and then they fall in love with Palm Springs or with this area. And Sunny Dunes, it's right at the intersection of those two communities. We are the LGBTQ plus recovery community in Palm Springs and beyond. And welcome everyone, welcome allies, everybody is welcome here. I think, people in the LGBTQ plus community have challenges at times, right? With growing up politically, whatever else, they face challenges and often turn to drugs or alcohol. And so, I mean, there are studies that show there's a higher incidence of addiction and alcoholism in that community. And so we want to be here for people who are ready for recovery and really help people get into recovery and help people stay in recovery. And then not only get people sober, but give people the life that they're meant to have. And the community that helps them stay sober.
Beautifully stated. I'm going to tell you my final question and then share some information with them, but I want you to be able to think about the answer. And I want you to answer Carrie first, then Michael, and then Soterius. So the question is there anything that we haven't talked about that you think is important to include in this conversation? That's the question. But I just wanted to let you know that the Sunny Dunes Clubhouse is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, which means that if you are someone that supports charities that make a difference, that empower your community, that empower the individual people in your lives, whether or not you come here, you can support the vital work that happens here. And you've heard just a glimpse, just a small sort of pinpoint, the pinpoint of a pin on a pin. But that's small when you think about all the transformation that has happened here. And one of the things that I think, to answer my own question, that needs to be said about this conversation is the overlapping of recovery communities. So we have so many people from LA that come here and vice versa. And we have people from Chicago and from New York and from around the world. And as we attend these meetings over time, we get to know people, and it is really a profound and powerful community. So I wanted to make sure we added that. Mm-hmm. So Carrie, what do you think needs to be added to this conversation that has not yet been talked about?
One of the things that just reminded me of is all the people that do come from outside talk about how wonderful the Sunny Dunes and the Coachella Valley community is in recovery, that it just blows them away what a strong recovery community we have here.
Thank you. Michael?
I would say the other thing to add is, while we are an LGBTQ plus clubhouse, we also really love having our allies attend meetings here as well. And we get a lot of support from them when they're either visiting and need a meeting for recovery, or if they're in a rehabilitation center, they come here and feel welcomed. And we make sure that they feel welcome when they're here.
Thank you for that. And just to give you a piece of information, so there are 12-step meetings that are open meetings. Mm-hmm. You can attend them and you can learn. And for example, you could go to an AA meeting and not necessarily identify as an alcoholic if it is an open meeting. Then there are closed meetings, which means you only go there if you qualify for the program. And many of the meetings here are open. Anything else to add, Michael?
No, I think that's
okay.
Good, yeah.
And now to the chair of the board of directors. I feel like we should have a timpani or something. Is there anything you want to add?
I would just say that if you are part of the recovery community and haven't yet checked out Sunny Dunes, please come check us out. sunnydunes.org has the full list of all of our 97 meetings, and we keep adding to those meetings. If you are not yet in a recovery community but wonder maybe about it and are curious about any of our programs, as has been said, you're welcome. And if you're not part of the recovery community but you support recovery and support what we do, we would love you to help support us. We do accept donations from people outside of our community, and we could really use your support as well. So thank you.
Wow. Well, I've loved our conversation here, and it's my honor to be of service in this way. That's the beautiful thing that happens in recovery, is people find out what they're good at, and they go out in the world and they start doing it, and they're effective at it.
Thank you, Nicholas.
Well, thank you. And we're going to end with an unrehearsed chorus. On the count of 3, we're going to say, "You're welcome at the Sunny Dunes Clubhouse." 1, 2, 3.
You're welcome at the Sunny Dunes Clubhouse.
And I just want to thank those board members who are my friends for being on the show. You know, I've been in media for 40 years, but they are not doing these interviews on a regular basis. And I think they all did a wonderful job. And I just want to, that's the wrong one I wanted to add to the screen. So I wanted to add that, but I wanted to keep my face a little bit bigger because I'm the star of the show. I just thank you for watching, and there's still a few more minutes in which you can comment. So if you want your comment to be a historic part of this episode, make it now, and I'll be back after this. I'm Nicholas Snow, and I'd like to thank Willie Ryan and John Pascal, owners of 849 Restaurant and Lounge, for their support of PromoHomo.TV from the beginning. I was honored to work at the restaurant the first 4 years they were open, during which time I was inspired to write this. At 849 Restaurant and Lounge, sitting in the lounge area at a high top with a view of the grand corridor, the main dining area, is truly like starring in one play while simultaneously watching another, both with fabulous scenery and lighting, a gorgeous cast, fascinating characters, and exciting plot twists, complete with movie stars and paparazzi, not to mention fabulous eats. I call it reality dinner theater. See and be seen while starring in your own scene. Perhaps we'll have a scene together. Make your reservations at 849.com.
Hi, it's Brad Furr, a proud media sponsor of PromoHomo.TV, and I'm the owner of K-Gay Palm Springs and Gay Desert Guide. We just wanted to say thank you and thanks to Nicholas Snow for what he does. K-Gay Radio is a worldwide streaming service of great dance hits that you can listen to anywhere, anytime. And when you're planning your visit to Greater Palm Springs, use gaydesertguide.lgbt.
Ask your smart speaker to play KGAY.
Hi, my name is Matt Scalarood, president of Pink Media, and a very proud and long-term supporter of PromoHomo.TV. So at Pink Media, we've been working with companies large and small, including destinations such as this, to kind of help them target and reach the LGBT community online. And so we've been doing this for almost 30 years. And what's more important is that, it started out with banner ads and email campaigns, and now we've morphed into social media and video, and it's all about storytelling. So if you have a story and a message that you'd like to get out to a very targeted yet broad audience online, reaching the LGBT community, give us a call or reach us at www.pinkmedia.lgbt. Thanks.
The LGBTQ Community Center of the Desert is the only Coachella Valley organization dedicated to meeting the diverse needs of all LGBTQ plus individuals. From our Palm Springs McDonald Wright Building to the Center Coachella, the Scott Hines Behavioral Health Clinic, and the Community Food Bank, our mission comes to life by making meaningful connections to resources and to community that contribute to LGBTQ plus people's health and happiness. For more information, visit thecentercv.org.
My audience is very shy. They're watching, I can tell, but they're not commenting, which is fine. However, if you've watched up until this moment of the show, right before we're ending, you realize how valuable this content is. So I ask that you share this on whatever social media platform you're watching on, to as many places as possible. In recovery, we say that we are on the road of happy destiny. And I just, when I thought about the concept of a show called Higher Powered many years ago, and even trademarked it, uh, I had this vision, and this episode is 100% what I envisioned this show could be. So thank you for watching. You can go to sunnydunes.org. You've seen that address throughout the show to engage and support them and to find your own recovery if you need it. And if you believe in the work that I'm doing, there's a way for you to support me at patreon.com/PromoHomo.TV. If you go to PromoHomo.TV, And you look at the top, there is in the submenu, there is a place called Pitching Guests, and there is a place that says how to submit guest and story ideas. So I welcome your submissions. I thank you for your participation. And I wish you the best in your own journey. Until next time, I'm Nicholas Snow.
In a safe place, I got room to breathe. Been a long chase, but at last I'm free. These open woods, I knew I could find peace here. Nothing like the city where I got tired of the running, the catching up. I got hungry for the stars.